Hey babes, welcome back to my channel, and today's install is going to be provided by Reshine Hair, and this is everything that came inside of the box. The wig, of course. I got a nice little wig cap, some instructions, and the little double-sided comb which I will be using. And this is what the wig looks like. It's 180 density, 16 inches, 5x5 closure, and this is what it looks like up close. And now we're just going to jump right into it. I seen this on TikTok where you put your developer first and you let it sit for about 15 minutes and then you go in with your bleaching process. I did like this method because sometimes when I bleach my knots, some of the knots are still black. So with doing this method first, you'll see that it picked up all the knots. So I'll definitely be doing this again. So I did part and had like halfway style the wig on my mannequin just to make it a little bit easier for me. Now I'm gonna go in with my Ruby Kisses foundation in the color 10. I'm gonna apply that to my ball cap and then I'm gonna apply that inside the wig as well. After the makeup has been applied, I'm just going to adjust the wig to my head, to my liking, to see how I want it. And I'm just going to flatten it out a little bit just so it can be a little bit more easier to handle. Then after that, I'm going to go ahead and with my glue and glue this baby down. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some alcohol and just wipe all along that line. You guys know we do that to get rid of any extra dirt, makeup, or oil. And now I'm just going in with a brown lip liner and I'm gonna make marks on where I want my glue to go. Once I'm done marking, I'm going to take my Ghost Bond glue and I'm just going to apply that along the rim. It got a little messed up right here, but we worked it out. And that's all that matters. And I'm just going to take that and I'm just going to spread that all over. See? Like nothing ever happened. Once the glue is all dried to my liking, I'm just going to pull the wig down and basically those marks, I'm going to bring that over top of the glue. So when I cut the lace, I cut those marks off as well. And I'm just pressing the hair into the glue just for a more secure lace. And now I'm going to take my elastic band. I love how thick this elastic band is. And I'm just going to tie that around my head just so everything can melt. And while that's, sorry, my dog is barking. And while that's melting, I'm just going to go ahead and flat iron that hair. And the piece that I want to go in front of my face, I'm just going to flat iron that down towards my face, if that makes sense. And for any flyaways or extra hair, I'm just going to go ahead and straighten the hair just so it's better for me to manage when it comes time to start styling and everything. When cutting off the lace, I always start with these little tabs. You're only going to get these when you have some sort of closure. You really don't have to worry about this with a frontal. But when it comes to closures, I always cut off these little side tabs just to help the closure lay down a little bit more flat. Now I'm just cutting off the remainder lace. I'm trying to go in a zigzag line, but some of the glue got stuck on the lace a little bit, so it was very difficult. But I did wind up just pulling some of the lace off of that glue and being able to cut it off that way. So as you can see, it is a little bit white around the edge. So I just took some alcohol and a paper towel and pretty much just wiped along the edges and got rid of any extra glue that was there. And now I'm going in with my Ruby Kisses as I used before. And I'm just making that blend into my skin a little bit better. And because I'm going for a side swoop, that section in the front, I'm just gonna push that down towards my face. So when I go to swoop it, it's more manageable and more easier. Yes, go down with your hot comb just like that. And now just to add a little bit of flavor, I'm just gonna add a little baby hair in the corner right here. I originally wasn't going to add a baby hair, but I felt like it added a little bit of, you know, spice to it a little bit. So I'm just adding a little baby hair, nothing too serious. So now I'm just going back in with my Ruby Kisses and filling in some of the spots that are there because I pulled out that piece for the baby hair. So I'm just filling in those spots that are a little bit white. And remember, babes, when you're cutting your baby hair, start long and then work your way short. I've been practicing, you guys, so I'm the ish when it comes to the little baby hairs now. So I'm just going to take some mousse and start combing out my baby hairs. Once I have my baby hairs the way I like them, I'm just going to take my elastic band and tie that back around the baby hair just so everything can sit in. And then I'm going to proceed to styling the hair. I am doing a bob cut for this, so I do have to trim it. And when I have bobs, I like for them to be a little bit thicker. So when I order a wig, I usually do 16 inches for a bob. Sometimes 14 can be a little sketchy, you never know, but 16 is a way to go just to make it more fuller. For my swoop, I'm just going to take that section of hair that I straightened earlier, and I'm pretty much going to push it behind my ear. Because I was being too lazy, I didn't add a bobby pin, but I do suggest you add a bobby pin for extra security. And comb out your baby hairs too, ladies. My puppies came to visit me as I was waiting for my flat irons to heat up. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add that tiniest there you go, that's all you need. You don't even need the full bump, just the not that hard stuff that I will never forgive my mom for bumping my edges like that. And I'm just making sure I clean up my part. Again, Ruby Kisses, and I'm just gonna go in with a little angle brush and just clean up that part a little bit more for a cleaner look. And this is the finished look, besties. This was my first time doing a bob on myself, so I was very excited, very pleased on how everything came out. Hair was nice and thick and full. I will definitely purchase from this company again. Make sure you do. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.